What is going on, you guys? I am back again for the first time in about 9 months or so. I was on a deployment on board the USS George H.W. Bush for quite a while, about 8.5 months. But that was the last one of my career. If everything goes as planned, I should be retiring this September with 22 years of service in the Navy. So happy, really happy to almost have that page of my life turned and on to the next chapter. Oh, that's good. But thanks for everyone that sent me all the welcome home messages on Facebook and all that. And we're actually at a new house now. We live now in Manville, Texas, which is just south of Houston. And until I retire in September, I'm going to be kind of not commuting because that's a bit far, but I'll basically be in town for a month and then gone for 2 months, in town for a month, gone a month, and then back for the rest of my life. So I'll be in and out, so you'll be seeing different backgrounds in my videos. I actually have a really, really sweet loft or card room or whatever upstairs that is just a disaster. So I will show y'all that maybe in another video in the next couple days. But just wanted to thank everyone for who wrote me while I was deployed on Facebook and sent their well wishes and all that. It meant a lot. It meant a whole lot. But the point of this video is this thing right here behind me. Okay, so this package right here, this box, is extremely, extremely special. Okay, so in 2012, I was on my last year with the Blue Angels in Pensacola, Florida, and my brother came out to visit me. And at the time he came to visit me, it was hurricane season, and we didn't have a hurricane at the time, but he was like, "Hey, bro, like, what are you going to do with all this sports memorabilia if something happens?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to have to package it all up and, evacuate the town." And he's like, "You want me just to take some of it with me? Like, I don't mind." And so he did. And this is what I packaged up. And I have not opened it in 11 years. I do remember there is some absolute bangers in this thing. Obviously, you can see through it, so it's not like everything I pull out is going to be like, oh my gosh. But I haven't seen it myself in a long, long, long time. So this is going to be like just getting it all over again. There we go. Hey, I haven't done a video in 9 months, so give me a break if my lingo is off. So this was, I didn't even remember that I had this, and I know this isn't worth anything. This is the Jeff Bagwell freeze frame starting lineup. Super cool. A huge Astros fan growing up. I kind of got away from it when I joined the Navy. Being stationed in Central California, I became a big Giants fan during Bumgardner and Pablo Sandoval and Buster Posey and all them dudes. But I think now that I'm going to be living back here just south of Houston, I think it's a great time to get back on the Astros bandwagon. So actually, can you be a bandwagon fan if that's where you're from? I don't know if you can. So let's see. I don't know what that is. Okay, so here you go. We're just going to start grabbing. This might be a long video. Right off the top, looks like a Peyton Manning TTM just sitting all willy-nilly. This says Paul Warlow, linebacker, Atlanta Falcons. Looks like, so back then, my big thing that I was doing was I was getting a ton of game use cleats and used gloves and stuff via TTM. I was having incredible success at the time. And so that was, it looks like what these are, used Paul Warlow linebacker Atlanta Falcons gloves, which I, to be honest, have no freaking clue who that is right now. Next, I do remember this. I did write Mario Williams at the time. He was a Houston Texan for a long while, and so I was a fan of his then. But I wrote him to ask him for some game used cleats, and he sent me this jersey. It's not used, but it is an actual, no kidding, authentic jersey. It says Garrett, fly fast, fly hard. So, I mean, yeah, this is like the real freaking deal here. Next, it's just, I have stuff just randomly in this box. This is wild. Robert Horry, what is this? NBA game gear from National Treasures, numbered to 75. This, if I remember correctly, I think this might be Matt Schaub. That's exactly what it is. Matt Schaub jersey. I sent him the same request asking for game used cleats, and he did send me the cleats. I actually have those upstairs, which kind of stinks because like I wouldn't display this in my room just because it's not Texan stuff. But Matt Schaub is one of my all-time favorite Texans. Trey Flowers. What is this? Trey Flowers used gloves. My gosh, man. What's this? Joe Sherbert, outside linebacker. God, I have no clue what the heck I'm going to do with all this stuff, man. I don't even know what this... Chris Davis. This is the Orioles Chris Davis. Game used gloves, and he was a monster for a while. He either hit a home run or he didn't hit, period. I think he's out of baseball now. This is Carlos Correa glove. I believe I sent this to him. I didn't send this to him, but I sent him a game used glove request. This isn't game used. I sent him a game used glove request when he was in the minors, I believe. So here, there's that. And like most of this stuff is going to be, I guess, for sale, for trade. I really don't want to sell any of it, but for trade, just because it's been so long out of my PC, I don't. It's going to sound silly, but mentally, it's like not in my PC. So there's going to be one or two things in here I'm definitely going to want to keep. We'll be getting to those shortly. But for the most part, if you want any of this stuff, just write me or message me or something. We'll get in touch, and I'm really ridiculously easy to work with, and we'll figure something out. Next, I do remember these. Paul Posluszny. Remember, he was the... God dang, dude, look at these things. Still got grass on them. He was a linebacker for the Jacksonville Jaguars for a while. The Buffalo Bills. These things are pretty disgusting, actually. They got his little custom little 51 there on the back. So those would be something, you know, I'd be interested in moving. Look at these. This was Ryan Kerrigan used cleats. And I say they're used because they got half the football field there on the bottom. And he signed that one and signed that one. Dude, these things are... These are really sweet. I don't remember these looking this freaking awesome. So TBD if I want to keep these or not. Those are really freaking, really nice. What do we got here? More gloves. Chris Bryant game used glove. This one says to Garrett on both. This is Mike Napoli of the Texas Rangers and Chris Shaw, who was a prospect for the Giants back then. You know what? This may not have been in 2012. Because I was in Pensacola twice, and I remember my brother... So I was out there also in 2018. Maybe it was then. Yeah, because Correa wasn't with the Astros in 12. He was like in freaking junior high or something. So this must have been in 2017-18. But Mike Napoli, game used gloves. Oh, here's the one that I have been ridiculously excited to see again. These are Luke Kuechly used, I don't know game, I don't know practice, used cleats. And they are really, really used. And then I thought, yeah, there they are. I was going to say, I thought he signed them, and he did. So there's one. There's the other. So I don't know if these are game used or like practice used or not. But it does look like that it comes with a gift inside, like a note. What's this thing say? It says, I hope this makes its way to you. I appreciate the photo you sent of me of the Blue Angels. My brothers and I would always go to the local air show at the small airfield near my house when I was younger. So the picture is very cool. Here's a pair of cleats and a couple cards. Thank you for what you do. Go Panthers. Signed, Luke Kuechly. That's pretty authentic. I would say that makes these cleats pretty damn authentic. I remember there was a note. I didn't know where I put it. But yeah, there's that. Next, I bought these at my first and only, still to this day, auction. Like Golden Auction, I believe is who I won it from. And these are game used Michael Strahan cleats with the inscription game used, how many sacks, and I'm gonna have to go take a shower after I hold these things because they're pretty disgusting. I think it's funny, like game used gear is the only type of memorabilia you want that is like gross. It's like this is hammered, it's been used so much. And then I wanted to say when I bought these, and I don't know where it is, but I wanted to say that there was a letter signed by Michael Strahan also, but I don't know. Nonetheless, ridiculously cool. I don't know what all these cards are. We'll take those aside and not look at them. This is freaking really nice. So these are Ricky Jackson, the Hall of Fame linebacker, game-used cleats with the pump and all. And there is a letter. I bought these from Golden Auction as well. There's a letter. These were Morton Anderson's, the Hall of Fame kicker. So I guess Ricky Jackson gave these to Morton Anderson, and Morton Anderson supplied a letter of authenticity to Golden, and he signed it stating that that's where he got these from. And so, look at these, dude. The heels are coming off. Signed by Ricky Jackson. Nothing fancy about these things, other than, of course, that awesome bump on the tongues. That's pretty fancy. Next, I guess this would be the last thing, as this says Mike Napoli, another Mike Napoli, Red Sox 2015 via TTM. That's what I wrote. Now we'll get to these cards that I literally have no clue what they are, so I'm just going to pull them up, and you're going to see them when I see them. So they might be backwards, they might be whatever. So it's backwards. Oh, baby. Look at that thing. Earl Campbell, National Treasures. Or is this flawless? This is flawless. My God, dude. Number to 25. Insane. Let's see. Bam! What's this? This looks like this was a gift. I have it here on the back from Derek Robbins, a YouTuber a long time ago. Great dude. I met him at the National 5 or 6 years ago. It's like my brother from another mother. We hit it off and we spent the whole damn week together, National Week. But really cool. This is something I totally forgot I even had this thing. Next. Wham! What's this? Deshaun Watson. This didn't age the best. And this is a note on the back. It says Jason Collins, Chicago fan Jason on YouTube. This was a gift from him at the 2017 National in Chicago. So that is that. Next. Wham! Oh! Matt Schaub, 1 of 1. NFL Shield. Dude, that's really cool. I forgot I had that. Oh, baby. Let's go. Brian Cushing. 100%. If I would have seen this on eBay, I would have bought it and it would have been mine. I had no clue I owned this thing. I actually don't ever remember owning this thing. Dude, that is a beaut, dude. And I freaking love Cushing, man. Last. Wham! Oh, a little J.J. Watt rookie. 9/5/10. 2011 Panini Gold Standard. That's the gold standard right there, boys. So that's that. That's the end of that. That was super cool. Don't expect the rest of the videos to be like that. I really, really enjoyed that. I would say damn near anything and everything for the most part for sale for trade, with the exception of maybe that Cushing logo shield and the Strahan cleats, and potentially probably not the Luke Kuechly cleats either. I forgot how awesome those things were. That is that. So till next time, which won't be 9 months from now, adios, be safe, bye-bye, toodles.